Hello, hello, and welcome back as I get ready to turn a few more men and women into legends in Perfidious Pete Plays Darkest Dungeon. Now, I say turn them into legends. Yeah, you, Henry Blake, I'm talking about you, but I really feel compelled to ask, how legendary can you possibly be? I mean, yes, you have a 6 next to your name and a fancy little elaborate, crest plate there, which is nice, but this is a small haunted hamlet in the middle of nowhere. We're at the ass end of the desolate countryside. Who's out there spreading your legend? This is very much a big fish in a little pond sort of scenario, isn't it? It's sort of like having the hottest cousin at your senior prom. Sure, you may have a sweet piece of arm candy for the evening who just felt so sorry for you she said yes even though it was the last thing she wanted to do on a Saturday night, but you're still going home alone regardless of how good they look, right? I mean, unless you're in Arkansas, in which case I suppose you could go all the way down, but that's it's a different issue. What's the point? You're a legend, sure. All it gets you is the right to go into the darkest dungeon. Is that something you're really looking forward to? Hooray for me! I won a gold medal at the Special Olympics. Yeah, it still has some kind of negative connotations. I don't feel good about that joke. I just turned myself into Johnny Knoxville in the Ringer. But that's your prize. Your prize is you get to go into the darkest dungeon. Just like Johnny Knoxville's prize was actually, Johnny Knoxville got no prize either, because I suppose if you actually watched that movie, his prize was Katherine Heigl. Ugh, that's worse than a prize. You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe that's the lesson of the Ringer. Johnny Knoxville got Katherine Heigl, which means he actually got what he deserved for being a scumbag. Ho ho, comeuppance. It's next level meta from Johnny Knoxville. Who would have suspected? Brig an 8-pounder. I don't care about the martyr seal. You get huge damage while you're at death's door. Oh boy, and a slight death blow resistance. Whoop-de shit. The 6 deeds is nice. I'm not fighting the Brig an 8-pounder for 6 deeds, though. Is there anything else on here? Portraits? Okay. We need 6 portraits, but I don't want to do a long veteran mission in the Weald for a trinket I already have. Anybody else got portraits? You have 2 portraits on a short apprentice mission. I kind of don't want to waste a week doing a short mission, though. Medium, what are you? The Book of Rage. Bonus damage if you're hurt real bad. That's sort of terrible. Medium champion mission for a Book of Sanity. Very funny, Darkest Dungeon. Very funny. Seem to remember us having just done that mission. What's the Cove got, then? All of these suck. Every single one of these is something we already have or something we objectively do not want. Okay. I mean, what's the Darkest Dungeon got? I'm not going to the Darkest Dungeon without level 5 weapons and armor. I mean, that's just not going to happen. This is interesting, but it's very definitely not going to happen. So what are we going to do then? That becomes the question. What can we do, I suppose, is the real question. We could take these guys in and go fight the Brigand 8-pounder, I suppose. It gets us 6 deeds and 4 crests. I would really rather have 6 portraits, though. 6 portraits guarantees us an upgrade. What can we do with a long veteran mission? Like, what kind of team could we throw at this? We just don't have a healer here. We could take Nicholas Brody. We could take Matthew Crawley. No, this team is bad. We need this team to get to level 3 before we can really do any more medium dungeons. So I guess our goal is to try and get these guys to rank 3. Specifically, we're looking for Russell Franklin here. We could go try and fight the Siren. It would be good EXP, but it's a trinket we don't want, and the Siren is difficult. Also, this team would be kind of shitty at fighting the Siren, because if Trinity gets captured over to the Siren side, these guys are boned. Maybe we just do this medium mission to complete 100% of room battles. The rewards suck, sure, but we don't have a Book of Rage, and the Ruins is actually relatively congenial. Wait, is that the word I'm looking for? No, congenial is the word I'm looking for. A relatively congenial locale. It's not that difficult. Trinity does have bleed attacks, which are going to do her very little good, but Russell Franklin, Rita Morgan, Primrose Everdeen, they'll be fine. We could switch it up a little bit. What if we don't take Trinity? Do we have somebody else who can synergize off of a marked ability? I really think we maybe have to fire Quint or Sybil Branson. These guys are bringing nothing to the table. We could take Sybil Branson in on this mission, though. What if we did this? What if we did Trinity, Rita on heals, I really want to get... No, you know what, Rita? You can sit this one out. Russell Franklin's going to be doing our healing. Then we'll take you. We take Primrose Everdeen. And Sybil Branson? No, that's a terrible team, right? What if we take Bubba Blue? Let's take Bubba. Get in there, Bubba. You can help us out, Bo. I'm talking about barbecuing, broiling, baking, sauteing on them scrimps, yo. I'm not really worried about your camping skills, Bubba. What do you got, though? We are going to, I mean, we will be able to camp. I don't actually want to buy any. What I want to do is go to the guild. You have level 2, all the skills we care about. Yes, you do. What about weapons and armor? You're as upgraded as you can get. Franklin, we can spare some upgrades for you. And we did get a pretty good supply of cash last mission, so I don't really mind forking over a little bit of a few ducats here for some upgrades. Trinity's already good. She has level 3 weapons and armor, in fact. So does Primrose Everdeen. What about skills, though? How are your skills looking? Okay, you're good. What about you? Primrose needs a little pumping. Let's bump her up there. Pump up the jam. Pump it up while your feet are stomping. And the Bubba Blue is thumping. Look ahead, the crowd are jumping. All right. Let's get this party going on the dance floor, then. We're going to unequip all of our trinkets and re-equip. So get rid of all of that. Sort these bad boys by rarity. And let's get to work. We had really good luck using this Rampart Shield. I really liked what this did for us in the first position for our Man-at-Arms. I'm gonna go that route again. We had good luck with utilizing that trinket. What we need, though, is something we can get to go with it. Something that gives us more damage, really, would be good. Bonus dodge, I don't hate. Just 4 extra dodge. A little bit of stun resist, a little bit of move resistance. Not fantastic, but it's something. I really want more dodge. We aren't going to be able to use the Ethereal Crucifix, though, because we have no... We're going in the ruins. It's going to be unholy, and I think humans in there. Junia's head. We could go with Dismas's head, but that gives us a bunch of bonus stress, and we have no particular capacity for stress relief. Seems like a bad idea. We could just go for the Ancestor's Tentacle. Or alternatively, we could just take the book. You know what? Just take the Book of Sanity. That's fine. Do that. What about our Hellion? Hell's Hairpin is real good. We're going to take that. And what else can we have to go with that? Again, I would like bonus damage. You know what? We've got a huge stress reduction. Let's give you something that gives you bonus stress. We'll offset it. 25% bonus damage, less 10% HP. We're going to get bonus accuracy and huge stress resistance in highlight. I'm comfortable with this. Nothing fancy here. We're definitely going to go for the Demon's Cauldron and Junia. This is a truckload of extra stress, though, right? Now, that lowers Virtue chance. Junia's head gives us a huge penalty to our stress department, but we'll have to learn to deal with it. Primrose Everdeen, do we really want to take you? We sort of don't have an option, do we? And we do need to get another healer. We could take Rita Morgan instead of Primrose Everdeen. But this team, we have multiple mark synergies. Now, it's fine. And, you know what, Pete? You're overthinking. You're going to do an apprentice-level mission in the ruins. It doesn't get a whole lot easier than this. Just take the team and go, brother. You don't have to... Don't spend so much time worrying. Don't worry that fool little head of yours. Bonus healing received, bonus stress healed. I don't really care for either of those. Bonus speed, bonus crit on the first round is great if we could get her to go after. I mean, it'd be awesome if we could get her to go after our occultist, but with the bonus speed, that's almost certainly not going to happen. We could pump up her dodge maybe a little bit. Feather crystals, all, you know, it's good. It's good in most situations. Move amulets, crap. Bonus damage versus beast, we're not going to be fighting any. Don't we have something to just give us, like, a damage stone? Let's just give you a damage stone. We have one somewhere, right? Yeah, damage stone. Bonus damage, we're going to give up a little dodge. This is acceptable. A little bit of extra damage. And that's it. Let's provision then. We can't be the big fish in a little pond if we don't have the pond. I was looking for a metaphor there, and it just fell apart. It's, you know, it's late in the day. Pete's getting tired. He's been doing a lot of recording today. Got a whole Sunday session in. This is the last video I'm recording today. I'm basically done for the week, and, you know, it's been a long week. Worked a lot of hours, too. Oh, poor piteous Pete. Yeah, pity me. Sincerely, though, I'm asking for your pity. Like, you know, if you want to drop a pity like down below, go ahead and do that. Please pity me. I'm not above it. Do we have everything we need? I'm having such a difficult time focusing. You know what? We have way too many torches. I'm just randomly clicking buttons at this point. I really am spent at the moment. I'm sure we have all of the things we need, and if we don't, hey, it'll make the episode more entertaining. What I'm lacking for in focus and clarity, I can make up for in stupidity, and, you know, you could get like Schadenfreude. What he lacks in talent, he makes up for in Schadenfreude, and probably mispronounced Schadenfreude.
The fiends must be driven back.
Well, Darkest Dungeon at least is showing me a little bit. Just a little bit of mercy here in that they did give us a relatively simple and straightforward dungeon layout. It's a longer dungeon than we might like, but we have an easy pathway to hit every room on the way out. Darius's journal? Darius the Highwayman! Moira has been afflicted with sickness. It must have been some rotting air from a coffin she insisted on piercing with her spade. As terrible as this place is, I know I will not fall for any trap nor crazed idiot. I'd wager my lucky coin on it. I'd wager Fairweather Johnson on it. That's what I'd wager. You think Fairweather Johnson is what Darius Rucker calls his dick? That's got to be like the name for his penis, right? He'd be like, oh, this? No, this is my Fairweather Johnson, bro. Touching books is stupid, but you know what? I'm embracing the stupid. That's the motto of this run. Embrace the stupid. Touch your Fairweather Johnson. No room battle. We're completing 100% of room battles. We don't have that long to go. The corridors here are long. I probably should have brought some more torches. I'm beginning to think that maybe I need to adjust my torch paradigm a little bit to account for the fact that in higher ranked dungeons, they have adjusted it so that the hallways are longer. Longer hallways just means more opportunities to tick down into low light levels. We have surprised the enemy, which is very unfortunate. Primrose Everdeen did win a speed roll, but got a kill with their first shot. That's solid. Stab to the face, also a kill. The boys in blue here are working it. 1, 2. Okay, it's up to you, Bartholomew Quint, and I know you can't get it done, so I'm just gonna have you do this instead. You weren't gonna get the kill, Quint. Don't try and play it off and be like, no, I had this shit covered, Pete, and you robbed me. You didn't have it covered. Russell Franklin had it covered. Picked up a spare key. Okay. I mean, these are 2 trinkets I have never seen before. A blood charm, which is bonus bleed resistant, a move stone. Huh. Okay. Who wants to check out this this chest though? Heirloom chest. We'll use a key on it. We picked up an extra key. We'll unlock the hidden compartment. We found 2 food and 525 gold. Honestly, would have preferred to have had heirlooms than gold. We don't need the food at all. It's just taking up space in our inventory. And it's probably going to wind up getting thrown on the floor. Yeah, I waste food. I'm not ashamed of it. I Perfidious Pete. I'm an American citizen, and there's nothing we don't do well if it's wasting food is sort of what we do. We waste a lot of food here. Bubba Blue. Oh, did I call you Quint earlier, Bubba? I'm sorry. I told you my focus was off, dog.
Another abomination.
Thanks for taking that 4 damage for the team, though. That was nice of you. Why does it feel like we're just kicking the holy screaming shit out of this dungeon? It seems like we're really overperforming. This jade can go on the floor. I would rather have crests. Again, I'm going to favor heirlooms over just about anything else at this point. Our light level is above 75, which is where we want it, so that we get our bonuses for our highlight items for our Hellion. And if you were in the front position, you could Iron Swan right here. Instead, I'm just going to have you kill that guy. Primrose Everdeen dodges the coral. The way she raised her fist, it sort of looked like she caught it out of the air. That'd be pretty badass if you're snatching bolts out of the air. What are you, a D&D monk? We're going to go for the Abyssal Artillery. Nets 1 kill, softens up another victim for a kill next turn. We're going to stun the crap out of this guy. We're getting some solid work out of Rampart with this Rampart shield. I really like this item. It's quite good. Was thinking about going for the debuff, and then I realized, why go for a debuff, Pete, when you could stab someone in the face? When your choices are stab the face or debuff, you always go for the facial stabbing. That's just the way it works. I'm going to eat that food, because we can't really carry it. I want those crests. We don't have enough room for the gold. We have 2 onyx. That's actually $1,000 right there. What do we want to throw on the floor? You know what, bandages? See you now. I'm taking this 650 gold instead. What's in the box, though? A nice trap. Well, we caught the blight. I'm just going to go ahead and anti-venom that because, one, it's unlikely we're going to find anything to interact with anti-venom. Anti-venom is not really a commonly used curio in the ruins. And two, I need the inventory space. You're dead. Ooh, geez, Trinity with the big old wallop there. She gave him the old what for? I guess we'll blind fire. We didn't get the kill, but if anybody beats this guy on a speed roll, literally anyone kills him. There you go. 600 more gold, and we're just, well, we're cruising through this at a furious pace. These guys aren't even presenting much of a speed bump to us. Stashed heirlooms. Not Gwyneth Paltrow's head, but 2 deeds, which is fantastic. Looks like Bubba once again found himself another trap. He's good at that, Bubba. He likes the traps. I thought there was shrimp in it. You're going to get that joke a lot anytime Bubba Blue is in the party, because, I mean, there's really only the one joke one can make about Bubba Blue. Technically, there are 2 jokes. One, Mike Kelty Williamson isn't in stuff anymore, and 2, Bubba Blue likes shrimp. That's the only 2 places you can go with it. How many shovels do we have? 3. We do have at least 1 barricade, but I feel like we could spare 1 shovel for sure. Smash the cabinet open. 1,700 gold. A pretty solid trade in the cost-benefit ratio right there. I'm not touching those books. We got away with it once. I looked at books once today. No way am I doubling up on that. Not gonna happen. We're not gonna get lucky like that twice. Just, nope. Don't press your luck, Pete. Speed roll. We win. Okay, so let's soften this guy up. And by soften him up, I mean just straight up one-shot kill him. Okay, and Russell Franklin does have the bonus stress he's gonna take. That's fine. That puts that guy in a position where we can easily finish him off. Trinity's going for the one-shot kill. I will feast on your heart. A little bump in the night. 5 damage for Bubba Blue. No big deal. We're gonna actually go for the stun. And we stunned him right the hell off of the planet. Stab to the face. We probably could have gotten away with a heal there. Wouldn't have mattered, though. We wouldn't have brought it back around. And we picked up another sapphire, 575 gold. We're rolling in cash. What we're not rolling in is torches, though. We're almost out of torches. You know what? I'm going to throw that up. It's just only 25 gold. I'm chucking that on the ground. We got a couple battles here. I'm going to try and get through this hallway without burning a torch. We will lose the stress reduction penalty and the accuracy for being in... You know what? We can get by without it. Actually, we won't even have to get by without it until we get to our room battle. So we're going to take a tempting goblet. Haha, we still have our stress reduction because the light level's at 76. We're taking a quarter of that. Get shot in the face also. You're dead. Bubba, I guess we'll have you just here, stab man. Another critical little stress relief there for the team. And this guy's getting the stun. Not the kill. And now what are we going to do? We're going to try and farm up a little bit of healing. That guy wasted his turn. Give me the weird reconstruction. 13, pretty sizable heal for Russell Franklin. Basically tops him off. And now we just murder. We cannot take 600 gold into our inventory. So I think we can probably do without some of this food. Am I going to throw a whole stack of food on the floor? I really don't want to because it's possible we could be looking at more than 1 hunger prompt between here and the end of the dungeon. That's just a relatively bad value proposition. This move stone, we're never going to use it. I would rather have 1,750 gold than the 750 we could get from selling a gray trinket. Gwyneth Paltrow's head is mine now, and I think we can do this room battle. Let's press our luck a little bit. We've really been kicking the shit out of the enemy. And we got the surprise, which means this is going to end in tragedy for these dudes. So we're going to Abyssal Artillery. Then Primrose should be able to finish that guy off. Stress unit is eradicated. And I think we'll just go ahead and murder the skeleton then. You're dead. And we're going to stun this guy, who is now also grievously wounded, knocked back to the final position, and stunned. We're going to take 1 bump in a night from this shit stain, which we dodged. Man, you guys are having a real bad day, huh? I think we just go for the Abyssal Artillery. Nobody's hurt. Why not take the kill? And then you get shot in... Oh, we can't shoot you in the face, right? Well, when you're the only target left, we can. And then just a mace smash to the head finishes the job. We picked up a torch for our trouble. And 2 more deeds, which were desperately needed. Okay, firewood. Let's camp it out. Feast on the food. Free up some inventory slots. Get a little bit of stress relief. I would have liked to have camped maybe a little later in the dungeon exclusively for stress relief purposes, but all things considered, we're in fine shape here. 4 stress, 1 stress, 10 stress. We don't need to wound care. Field dressing is pointless. Don't really need to triage, although triage is an excellent ability from a healing capacity. 3 time to heal everybody 35%. That's pretty solid. Dark Strength. You get 15. Somebody gets plus 20% bonus damage. Not terrible. Abandoned Hope lowers your stress and gives everybody else some. You have 4, so that seems like not a great investment of our time. Let's sharpen our spear. Bonus dodge, bonus critical? Sure, we'll tactics. Maybe instruction as well. Do we want more bonus? You know what? Here, take bonus speed, actually. Maybe we can get you to go before Primrose Everdeen in this case, and then what we need to do is just who's got the most stress and who has encourage. The only person who has encourage is the guy we actually want to encourage. Delightful. Well, we don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Wound care is pointless. I guess we'll just encourage. What do you got? 1 stress? You have 4? Well, we have 2 time. We may as well... You want to use that ability, though? There you go, champ. And now we rest. Ready for battle. Places horrific. Sleep calls. We are ambushed. What are we looking at? We're ambushed by bandits. The surprise really sucks, though. Okay, so you're going to go back to... You are going to Abyssal Artillery, which will not get us a kill. We might be able to net a kill if we catch a bleed here. Or we could just chop that man directly in half. And we're going to take a blanket fire. With this team, blanket fire kind of sucks because AoE damage is one of the few things we cannot undo well. This is almost guaranteed to stun that guy. And it pushes him back. Those big bandits, I'm not sure if they can even do anything from the last position. I don't know if they have attack that works. And just to make sure, let's go ahead and mark this guy. That gives him a debuff, considerable... I'm telling you, I'm tired. I can't even freaking talk right now. My mouth is just like rebelling against me and refusing to work. Be like, I know you want to say words, Pete, but these words are not coming out of your mouth. That probably moves him forward. Nope. Just a terrible shot from the back row. Kill this man then. And that just leaves us with 1 chubby bandit back here who's dead. Never mind. It leaves us with the battered corpse of a chubby bandit. It also gave us 8 crests, which we needed, a whole fist pile of gold, which we needed less, but good God, the loot in this dungeon is insane. And we'll touch the suit of armor to take the buff. That gives us no stress. I thought that was stress relief. Is it protection? Bonus dodge, bonus protection. Yeah, that'll do. We got our scout. We're going to look at a room battle. No, we still have at least 1 more room battle somewhere. Am I getting deja vu, or did we just fight this fight? Open up with a nice AoE crit, and this man is dead then. Primrose Everdeen with a shot to the face. 10 damage for you. If we get the bleed, you're dead. We got it. Comes a point-blank shot. That's fine. Single target damage is the sort of damage we're well-equipped to deal with. Let's go ahead and stun this guy. That pushes him back to the back. That guy drops dead. We can throw a weird reconstruction at Bubba, and then we can start working this dude over. Bubba getting a big heal for 15. Managed to resist the bleed as well. Let's go ahead and mark this guy up. We're probably not going to be able to finish him with attacks from these two unless we get extraordinarily lucky in the critical department. Never mind. Bubba, I mean, this sounds discourteous, but apparently Bubba hates fat guys. Because every time he swings at a fat guy, that fat guy drops freaking dead. Why you racist against fat people, Bubba? What did they ever do to you? You know, your mom was a little bit hefty because she spent all that time working in people's kitchen and she liked to sample the goods. Just like I like to sample your mama's goods, Bubba. Oh, did I go there? Yeah, I fucked Bubba's mama. What? She was a good-looking older lady. Radiant light. Back up. We've got our bonuses. Where's my last room battle, though? I don't know why it sounds like I'm in a hurry to leave this dungeon. We're actually kicking the holy screaming shit out of it. We are rocking the ruins quite nicely. We can only gain stress from this or take the damage from the trap. If we take the damage, we're also likely going to gain stress. So our goal there was really to just disarm it. We could have tried that with Bubba. You know what? We couldn't look around. Sentimental gifts. Jade, emerald, and a skeleton key. I'll take your key. What about the jade and emerald? You know what? This late in the dungeon, I will take the emerald. The jade's going on the floor, though. We'll dig through this with one of our 2 remaining shovels. No room battle in our next room, so I'm going to go ahead and conserve the light. We can afford to let it trickle down a little bit lower. We'll probably max out before we find in this, and I would guess that this is in all likelihood our final room battle as well. Hunger prompt, no problem. We still have plenty of food. And by that, I mean we have enough for effectively just that one hunger prompt. We're never going to touch those. And max level light. In we go. This should be it. This should be the final fight. We did not surprise the enemy. Acceptable. 7 damage apiece for those guys. One of them's going to drop dead thanks to our phenomenal speed. Comes a tempting goblet. The sweet dodge from Russell Franklin. Oh, that sweet science he delivers. We were never going to bleed that guy, but killing him is more useful. I will let this guy hit us for just pointless damage at this point. We're going to stun him and knock him back. The worst this guy can do is damage, and I'm more worried about stress. If we walk out of here with no stress, this is going to be... I'm going to call this dungeon a win. Why don't you go ahead and mark this guy? That way Primrose Everdeen can get a big shot on him. That's exactly what we were looking for. You guys are teaming up so well. And then we'll just have Trinity hew that guy in half. Man, talk about ruinous performance. We destroyed those guys. Extra shovel. We can't even carry the 50 gold. Also, we have one more room battle to fight. Would not have expected that. Well, at this point, I think we probably throw this food on the floor, take the 50 gold, leave the bandages. Never mind, that is dungeon complete. We're going to continue adventuring because I'm opening this chest. We have spare keys. Hidden compartment. Hey, we picked up an extra 2 deeds and a portrait. This is all, actually, all heirlooms. Torch, you're going on the floor. I need that portrait. Do we want to check out the final room? Why the hell not? There's no room battle in here. We already know that that's clear. The worst thing we could have is a hallway battle. And, you know, hallway battle at this point, not that big of a deal. I think we should mark this guy and see if Primrose can one-shot kill him before he gets a chance to go. There it is! The combo! It works so good. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so good. You are also dead. We're going to take 1 rend for the old gods, and we're not even going to take that because Trinity is not having any of this man's shit. Just to make sure we don't take any additional damage, we'll go ahead and whack him with the shield. That sets us up for the stun. This guy is all dead. Let's see if we can mark and have Primrose shoot him in the throat again. Go for the throat shot, Primrose. You got him. He's yours. An extra portrait, some extra bust. That fight alone was actually worth it. Anything else worth picking up? We got an empty sack here. Sack is empty. I mean, I called that one. Apparently, in my delusion and weariness, I have precognitive powers. Quest complete. We went to every room in the dungeon, looted this bad boy 6 ways from Sunday. We good. For a low-level team, they really put on a solid performance. Then again, it was the Ruins, which is the easiest dungeon, so... Still, an apprentice-level dungeon, we pulled out almost 18,000 in cash and prizes, as well as a good number of heirlooms and crests. We need a lot of crests. Re-resolve EXP. Bubba picking up fast healer. It's just a net gain. It didn't replace anything. And Russell Franklin picking up meditator, which again, just a net gain. 2 positive benefits. Trinity pops up to rank 3, which puts her out of this team, unfortunately. We've been getting good mileage out of her. I suppose we could backfill. Maybe we could run like dual men-at-arms or something.
Perhaps things are not as bad.
Okay, 1 good week. All idle heroes get 33% stress reduction, which is fantastic, except that we really only have like a few heroes who need stress reduction. Blake kicks, Caitlin start. It would be nice to get all of these guys out. We could take some of our level 3-ish troopers in and try to get them bumped up. We do want to get Hober and Washburn a little bit more of a level. Anything good in the stagecoach? Let's check it out. We do not have enough portraits to upgrade, and likewise, I'm going to assume we don't have enough deeds for the blacksmith yet, do we? No, we're well short, in fact. We need 44. That's a ton. You know, we could swap in some of these busts. I think, more interested, though, in upgrading the guild, and we need 84 crests to upgrade that guild, and we're only 4 portraits short. I think we probably wait. It just seems like the more... yeah. I can't even talk. I don't know. Why are you still recording, Pete? You're just you're babbling like some kind of drunken lunatic. Although if you were drunk, it would probably be funnier. You're probably right, so I'm going to stop. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. And if you'd like to see some more coherent rambling, I mean, I'm always rambling. Sometimes it's more, just it's on a sliding scale of coherency from more to less to none. But if you want to see more, slightly more or less coherent rambling, consider subscribing as well. New episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.